In this advanced Dead by Daylight guide for the artist, you'll learn how to combo her power like this, or like this, or like this, nice, we downed the bag again. And actually, this guy still has his crows on. Wait a minute. Or this, making her able to basically one-shot down survivors without needing an exposed effect. This is the true strength of the artist's power. Now, before we learn how to set up a slingshot tech, we first need to understand what it is and how it works. It's called the slingshot tech because, well, it works just like one. The farther back a slingshot is drawn, the more power it has. Much like this, the farther away the artist is, the more distance and time she has to set up this devastating combo. I've done a ton of experiments and found that these add-ons and perks are meta on the new killer. The Severed Hands add-on is without a doubt the strongest add-on on the artist, as it spreads your crows like a wildfire, making it easy to injure or down multiple survivors. Which is the best for the second add-on is debatable. It's a tie between the Bell for Obliviousness and the Yellow for Hindrance. The main build is going to be Barbecue and Chili, Tinkerer, Discordance, and Monitor and Abuse. The first three perks make a lot of sense. Since we are a ranged killer, any long-range information will be very valuable. You might also be wondering why there's no gen regression in this build, and that's because we literally don't want it. We thrive off of pure information and greedy little survivors trying to pop gens, and with Monitor and Abuse, we can set up our combo without Tinkerer, ensuring that they won't run away before we launch our sinister combo. If you're wondering why we can't just send all three crows at once to do damage, it's because there is a 1 second window of invulnerability after a survivor is hit by a crow. This is primarily why we need to spread out our crows over a long distance to allow the invulnerability to wear off. In order to one-shot an unsuspecting survivor, we first need to find one. The best opportunity will be when a survivor decides to greed a gen over 70%, or if they decide to heal on the hook. Given the fact that we can instantly contest any generator on the same floor as us, or prevent survivors from healing on the hook, means that we have the best map pressure out of any killer besides Nurse. Place your first crow, move forward or backward the minimum distance, which is about double short range indicator. Place your second crow, continue sneaking up, and when you're close enough, unleash both the crows and slap. If done correctly, a full HP survivor will appear to be one shot, although they were really hit with 2 consecutive birds and a melee. Something important to note when setting up a slingshot against discorded gens is that you need to place 2 birds on top of each other at the start and the third bird closer in. This is because the third bird will be the first one to hit, spreading crows to all of the survivors. Then the first 2 crows you placed will fly in, and each will damage a separate survivor, since crows stop on the first hit. If you're crazy enough, you could try to use the Ink Egg and the Extended Duration add-on to try a true one-shot using her power. With 4 birds, the setup takes a lot longer, it requires more space, and it's riskier. This is best done on bigger maps. The first crow applies the swarm, the second crow injures, the third crow reapplies the debuff, and the fourth crow downs. Granted, this requires the survivor that you're attacking to have poor awareness and reaction. Strong survivors will learn to avoid this one-shot combo by reacting to the sound cue and the aura of your birds flying across the map. That being said, you'll be surprised how many people will let crows hit them while greeting a gen. And that's all there is to it. I hope you learned something in this video. Until the next time, stay pumped, boys!